Acro's at a loss for words.
He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Tap! Well, Acro, you can't run away from the ow!
And what would I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
What?
Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case.
The witness's health of the physical is material to this case.
I'm like trying not to make ableism jokes as Von Karma because she seems like that's what she's about to do. So I'm trying really hard.
I appreciate not canceling me.
I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say? What is this testimony?
In a court of law, unprecedented.
Von Karma, she's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. I don't know why that helps. Objection! There's absolutely no need for such testimony, apparently.
Objection. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond.
Redirect?
The defense's objection is overruled.
Why can't
It would
you
be
see things
redirect.
my way once in a while? Phoenix, he's very dumb. I'm sorry that you haven't noticed
I
this
must see things my way.
yet.
Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, yep, I said that right, we can request expert testimony.
Okay, I understand that this man is in a wheelchair. However, the current understanding of his reasons for being in a wheelchair have nothing to do with his mental faculties.
He's traumatized, woman!
Everybody's traumatized here.
Not as much as the lion attack victim.
Did we watch how Mo acted? Like, come
Mo
on.
has a special kind of trauma where society doesn't recognize it, okay?
Oh.
Lion attacks are taken more seriously.
Ouch.
Fix society.
The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you.
Arg, that woman will sink to any low to win a case.
I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think?
Okay, he planted the box there with the pepper in it because he one wanted Regina to look in it, and two made sure that the person in theory was Regina was lured to the exact spot that he was ready. Exactly. It was like an X marks the spot thing. It was like, ooh, I was called here. What is this?
Yeah. I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony.
It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. He might have been able to bust, because he was not so, but he was not able to... I'm not going to finish that thought.
Oh no.
Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. I know, shocking. I can think. What is your opinion on this, Mr. Wright? I'm so mean to the judge.
If you watched the compilation we just did, you're like, I'm gullible, I'm stupid. As the judge. Constantly.
It's only now that I admit I'm mean to him.
Next game, a whole game later. I'd like to still proceed with my cross-examination.
Overruled. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really.
Oh, throwing my own words back at me. I can't let her get to me. I gotta focus. My question is, are those like tape markings on his cheeks, and why? Yeah, that's fine. I'm also fine with this. This one, the location one.
Yeah,
That's the one I think is the sussy one.
I would press that.
Do we press first, or do we just present the box?
I would press.
All right. Hold it. Why do you say it would be impossible?
Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see out below the window? Thus, there is no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head.
Well, I suppose you've got a point. That's if...
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bus.
Yeah, they're just spelling it out for us at this point.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense, though, apparently. If only I could prove it somehow.
All right,
Let me look at
show
my
the box.
pockets. Somehow, that Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. Yeah, it's the box.
It's definitely the box.
I think I've already explained things sufficiently.
Okay, back it up. This one. I will
Back it up! Back it up!
Backing up! box. Yeah, he was hunched
There it
over
is.
it. Present. Objection. Point. Acro, you didn't really need to lean out the window, didn't you?
What are you driving at, Mr. Wright?
You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was gonna be. Quite precisely, I may add.
Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling! How about you show us some evidence?
But I did such a good job hinting, and evidence totally isn't something in court.
Yes! Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright.
Oh my god, maybe you should take a look at this.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim... Oh, nope.
The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over?
Exactly. The same.
Ori, if it ends in a question mark, it's most likely the judge. Except for this line here.
I was more just so into it. The question is, though, who placed the wooden box there?
Who?
When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding a box. See, yeah, he was wearing the hat, right? That was the whole thing. He was wearing the hat.
Okay.
Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime.
I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense.
Oh, you're thinking for yourself now. The moment the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Tap!
Ooh, a trigger system?
Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. Oh yeah, is it a Rube Goldberg machine?
You mean...
If the bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box...
There would be no way that it would miss the head of the victim.
No.
Order! This is unbelievable!
Finally, the Shadow Realm again. Some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here. Forward. Back out of the Shadow Realm.
So, the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene?
It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow!
Allow me to whip some sense into you. The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box.
That's why the box was so specially made.
Specially made?
Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature.
Its weight was 20 pounds, but empty. That's what's on the thing.
Yeah, I would agree.
Tap, point. The box is a remarkable weight.
Wait.
According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds.
Meh.
Just to lift this wooden box would have required
Oh, I see!
using your knees, lifting with the knee.
One would have to squat down, then lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? I mean, that's the proper lifting technique.
Exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large.
The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it?
That is correct. To lift up the box, you would have to squat down to lift with your knees. Tap, which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place.
What if you were on the other side of the box?
You would still be like leaning over it
You'd
a little
still
bit.
have to lean over
leaning
it.
over is what they're saying. Okay.
So you're
I
like
guess
squatting
I'm
down
just-
Yeah,
and
they
leaning
didn't
No, no, no,
forward
no.
Is that right?
I guess I lift up boxes weird then, huh?
with your back.
You're probably hurting your back a lot.
No, I lift up the boxes the perfect way. I go like all the way to the floor, like a perfect squat.
No. Yeah, this
And then I put my arms on it, and I stand all the way up.
See, that's the difference. Everybody else is not perfect squatting down. Dylan is like flat-footed on the ground, back stick straight, squat straight
Literally.
down
Actually,
to
yeah.
heels. There is no
Literally.
perfect form. So it's yes, you
I'm
do
like-
lift boxes weirdly just because you
I
do
am
it.
ludicrously flexible, so yeah.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Oh,
Fool! What if he was ludicrously flexible?
to heels, as it were. That bird is just like calming him down every time.
Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? Does anybody?
I don't know.
I've heard what you had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills.
Oh, jeez.
Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza?
No, Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing.
What?
Why?
Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bus?
Where it
We
was before
remember.
you stole it? Yeah, I remember.
Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria.
Actually, it was in a jail cell, but go ahead.
Well, no, that's the actual Max. But what happened to the bus?
I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself.
That means...
You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room.
Is the bust shiny?
However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room?
How would the monkey lift a bus?
But I feel like it has to be the monkey.
You see, Mr. Phoenix, right? Explain that! Or preferably don't, and look at the camera while you do so. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice.
Hold on. Yeah,
Our international audience was not on commercial break when you said that, Mr. Phoenix, right?
It's a bronze statue.
It's very shiny. Look at those shinies on the
Okay,
on
the
the
cards are shiny.
8 shinies.
8 shinies. Arrgh!
Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria.
Yep, we definitely have a problem here, but this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happened once and for all.
Alright, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room?
I think it's money. I think that's
It's
the only...
Monkey. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how
Who
a monkey's
takes
able
care
to lift
of
that,
Acro?
but
Who
okay.
takes care of Acro? I never read that
Yeah.
before. The monkey actually takes care of him. Not Acro takes care of the monkey. The monkey
It's a
takes
service
care of
monkey.
Acro. Yeah,
A
exactly.
service monkey.
Service monkey. Take that!
A monkey!
I feel like this monkey is bigger than we've been imagining it then. Especially if
I
it has a
think
tuba.
so.
I feel like this is a rather sizable monkey. Like a chimp, you know?
I think this is a,
I
yeah,
hate-
I was gonna say chimpanzee.
I hate how big his mouth is. Look at that shit.
Yeah.
That's a Homer Simpson monkey.
Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size.
Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring. We've established this.
So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bus?
Of course, he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Acro's room.
Home.
Money lives in Acro's room.
Acro's room! I don't know why I said that in all caps!
But the bus was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny.
Objection! Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record.
Yep.
Why, those are some very nice cards he's holding.
Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny.
What?
Acro, tap. Money is a strong monkey, right? Point. It'd be easy for him to bring the bust back to your room.
I think they're just calling him monkey because they wanted Money the monkey. Like Money
Yeah,
the
instead
chimpanzee
of Money
just
the
wouldn't
ape.
flow very well.
I see why you're saying this, Mr. Wright. But I have a strict rule about no busting in my room.
Oh my god.
And
I'm
so the
dead.
monkey would never have done such a thing.
Order! Order! I said order! Miss Von Karma!
Damn,
I-
Judge is going
I am-
nuts.
I am going to get a noise complaint, I guarantee it.
Where is the bust in question at this moment?
In the defendant's seat, Your Honor. But the other one, I don't know. They're searching for it as we speak.
This is a rather strange turn of events. You'd think I'd be used to this by now.
You might call it a turnabout.
Oh, very much, but let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bus. What would have happened then?
Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon.
Wait,
I mean, he had a big tuba.
then you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident? It
It's
sounds like this whole
possible.
thing was an accident. Like, wrong target, wrong murder weapon, wrong everything.
Yeah.
Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them.
If I remember correctly, the order of events is the bust got stolen, then the morning of the murder Regina got the note in her pocket.
Well, yeah, because
And
he
then
would have
that
had
night
to
it happened.
plan
Well, so
a
that's
way
what
to
I'm saying.
off her.
I think what happened is he wasn't sitting here waiting for a moment to murder. It was very much like Von Karma, where it was like, it was an act from God. The monkey came with the bust, and I knew.
And everything fell into place.
There I was, when a bust fell from the sky, landing on my face! My beautiful face! And so I picked up the bust and dropped it on the head of a man in self-defense, of course.
because he let a lion bite my legs off.
But anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Tap. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer.
Hold on.
What is it with all the caps in this case? Everyone's so passionate.
Really. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode of Ace Attorney. We play live once a week on Twitch and YouTube.
Thank you so much for the Giga Chads who became members. We really appreciate it.
If you like what you've seen so far, consider giving us a like, commenting, or subscribing for more content and chaos from us. See you next time!